Gray is here on the Blaze Radio Network.
And welcome to it. 888-900-3393. Pat Unleashed on Twitter, Instagram. It's Pat Gray. YouTube.com/Pat Gray on YouTube. And that should get you to most of the places where you can find the show. Of course, blazetv.com. Perhaps you're already there. But we've got another jam-packed show for you. We got to squeeze at least 15 minutes of entertainment into the next 2 hours. It's going to be hard. It's going to be hard. But we're working on it. I got a shoehorn.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we're going to make it work. Somehow, some way, we are going to make it work. So, yesterday, the House held Merrick Garland in contempt of Congress.
Good.
So the vote was 208 to 202.
207.
207. Oh, 208, 207.
Yeah. We had one Republican that voted
who's busy
against that. Joyce.
I thought I saw like 216 to something. No? Because that's a different number than I saw earlier this morning. Yeah.
Okay.
But now somebody's crafting something whereby they send out an arrest warrant.
Yeah, Sergeant at Arms could end up arresting Garland. Yeah, exactly, Jeffy. So Anna,
it's going to do nothing, and they're not going to make anything happen.
Yeah, Anna Paulina Luna is pushing a thing.
Anna Paulina Luna.
It's called an inherent contempt. And so
an inherent
contempt of Congress, yeah. Apparently hasn't been done since the early 1900s. Used to be common, apparently. But, the thing about this is that it refers him to the Department of Justice that he runs. So I'm sure this will, like Jeffy said.
Yeah.
There's a future bingo square there, just to muck and fudge. Jeffy.
That's going to happen.
Yeah.
You can wait for that.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. Exactly. Meanwhile, what's her name?
Anna Paulina Luna?
Anna Paulina Luna. I can't hear that name without
it's not
now
possible.
It's just stuck in my head. I mean, why? Why is she named that? It's just too close to the song.
It's got to be after the song, right? Her parents have got to.
Gotta be.
They've named her for that.
If you don't know Una Paloma Blanca, it's what? This is early 70s?
Yeah, I think like 74
crappy
or something like
early
that. Yeah.
70s songs.
I was just looking at a list of...
She was born in 89, so...
Okay, so it could be.
Definitely after that.
Yeah, definitely.
That's funny.
89, so she's only 35 years old? Wow. Jeez.
Sure. You do the math for me.
She's old enough to change her name. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. And she should.
Yes, she should.
Because now that's going to be stuck in my head all day, which I hate. Yep. They've held him in contempt of Congress for refusing to turn over the audio of President Biden's interview in his classified documents case.
Let's hear it. I want to hear it.
I'd like to hear it.
I don't trust that transcript.
The contempt action represents House Republicans' latest and strongest rebuke. Ooh. Oh, I bet he's nervous now.
Those darn
now he'll
rebukers.
do whatever they want him to do. We have to defend the Constitution. We have to defend the authority of Congress, according to House Speaker Mike Johnson. We can't allow the Department of Justice and the executive branch to hide information from Congress. That's true, but they're going to continue to do it.
Yeah.
So good luck with that.
No, we're not going to hear that for a long time.
No, I don't think they'll ever hear it. So Biden arrived in Italy yesterday for the big G7 summit, which
making us proud.
Man, he always does, doesn't he? Here's a look.
Proud.
Stairs.
Look at that. Both feet have to get on each stair.
Oh, there you go.
No.
Oh, okay.
No,
He's getting it going. All right.
I mean, we need to add context to this, Keith. That's not correct.
Look at that.
He did come down carefully, though.
Yes,
I'm proud of him. I'm proud of him. He didn't fall. So that's good.
Is it? Is it?
Boy, he looks.
Yes, it is, Pat.
Yeah,
We
okay.
don't want
All right.
that to happen.
I just wanted to make sure that it is good. We don't want him to
Do
fall.
not want that to happen.
If he were to tumble face first down the stairs,
that would be
gosh,
bad. That would be bad.
cheapers.
Terrible.
Oh, I don't even want to.
It's hard to think about.
Isn't it though? It's hard to think about.
Hard to think about. I don't even want to envision him tumbling down those stairs.
Don't even try. Don't even bring it up.
The Secret Service guy reaching to grab him to save him that's right behind him because that's what he's there for.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, no doubt about it. They
I don't
should
know
have
that he
somebody
can.
in front of him.
I know. I don't think the guy behind is going to do any good.
When you're coming down the stairs, you need somebody in front.
Yeah.
And you need somebody behind when you're going up. It's not that hard. So,
I mean, that's the compromise, though, right? Because now that
probably
they all, I can't believe that let him in the shot. Those shots are big shots for the president of the United States. Arriving in our other countries, and to have the Secret Service guy in the shot. Wow, that's.
He also had no idea where he was. So, as usual.
Oh yeah, this is awesome. Okay, we're gonna go this way. And they're all looking like, where's he going? Where's he going?
Where am I going?
Where's he going? I guess he's inspecting the troop of colors.
He doesn't know what he's doing.
Where are you going?
He has no idea.
Finally.
Look
Mr. President.
and finally they come over to him.
Finally, okay.
We're going this way, stupid, like you were told. Oh, my gosh.
Toward the cars.
God.
Toward the vehicles.
Unreal. It's just unreal. And it's every single time he starts wandering around like that. He can't. He's just incapable.
Can you start the segment saying he's doing us proud?
Doing us proud.
Because he sure
doing
is.
Doing us proud.
Sure is.
This way.
Then they talked about the religiosity of Joe Biden.
Oh, this was not Anna Polina Luna. This was Anna Navarro. Of the
from
View.
the Coven.
Yeah.
Here she is.
It's crazy for him to say that Democrats are against the religion at a time when we are led by Joe Biden, who, in my lifetime, is the most religious president I can recall.
Oh, my gosh.
He's not a Christian conservative. He's an Irish Catholic, church-going, practicing Catholic.
Is he? Is he a practicing Catholic when he doesn't follow any of the doctrine?
He's the most
Come on
religious
now.
president of her lifetime.
What are you
bro.
talking about? He's all over the LGBTQ stuff. He is, and the Catholic Church isn't. Last I checked, you can't get married in the Catholic Church if you're a same-sex couple. They can't have gay clergy, supposedly, in the Catholic Church. So he's completely for abortion when the church is against it. What do you mean practicing? Shut up. That's just absolute nonsense.
It's tough for me
Just
to believe
nonsense.
that she believes it, but she's spewed it for a long time.
I think they do. Yeah. Here's what London Roberts, the mother of Hunter Biden's love child, Navy, had to say about Joe and the Biden family.
She feels let down by President Biden and First Lady Dr. Jill, who
What?
only last summer finally publicly acknowledged Navy as their grandchild. Jill and I only want what is best for all of our grandchildren, including Navy, they told People magazine. But in December, they scrapped a long-standing Biden family tradition, Christmas stockings for every Biden grandchild.
Last year, 6 stockings. This year, instead of hanging the 7th, they're hanging none.
It's hurtful.
That's
It's hurtful to see that. It felt like a slap in the face, and not a slap in my face, but my daughter's. I think every mother hopes that their child is embraced by both sides of the family, because as a mother, there can't be enough people to love your child.
Good
Just a
answer.
reminder that Joe Biden is the most religious president of my lifetime.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and a family man.
Family man.
I mean, just
Family
a
man.
family man. Like, you can't believe
Looking
it.
out for all the grandkids and
Good
whatnot.
golly, he loves those grandkids so much.
Talks to
Now, he doesn't acknowledge the one, but
talks to him every night, according to the one interview.
never has spoken to Navy. Not once, not ever. Never in person, never on the phone, never at all.
I don't think
ever.
I-
No
honestly,
contact
I don't
at
think
all.
Hunter has.
No, Hunter has never
don't
been
think
there
Hunter
in person.
has either.
I think they've done it on Zoom. but they've never. He's talked to her on Zoom, but he's never been in person with her.
I mean, he fought tooth and nail to prove that kid wasn't his.
Did. Yeah, he did.
Hold on. You referenced.
How'd that work out for him, by the way?
It's his.
Turned out to be his.
Yeah, you referenced an interview where Joe said he talks to the grandkids every night.
I remember an interview where he said he talked to them every night.
If that were true and you were his grandkid, how aggravating would that be? Joe calls you up and he just mumbles into the phone and you can
doesn't know your name.
You can hear the drool.
Has no idea where you live.
Your grandpa's on the phone.
Which one are you? Which one?
Tell him I'm asleep already.
My sister gave me the phone and said, "Start talking to you."
Not your sister.
That's your wife, Grandpa.
Not your sister.
Who's this? What city are you in?
Oh, you could really mess with the old man's mind. You could throw him a curveball and be like, "It's Navy." What?
I like the Army and the Marines.
I could have played for Navy.
But Roger Staubach and Joe Bellino came. So I went to Delaware, and I didn't play there either. So that's how good I was.
How good you were.
That's how good I was. I could have played at Navy, and instead I went to Delaware, and I didn't play there.
I could have been an All-American if I had that big black guy in front of me.
Yeah. Well, there's several big black guys you could have had blocking for him.
I'll talk about that. It's maddening.
Oh, yeah.
When I see him talking about, I could have been an All-American. Look at these guns. Not you. You couldn't have been an All-American. I could have been following you.
Right.
Okay.
Right. It's always about him. It's always him. Wow, this is interesting. There's a story about Ashley Biden's diary. Little fact check on that. It spells trouble for Joe Biden.
Does it?
It is actually her diary. Yeah, nothing's going to come of it. But still.
Yeah, I mean, we know it's her diary now.
Yeah,
right?
it is absolutely hers.
Know it's hers.
The laptop was Hunter's. The diary is Ashley's. I mean, they tried on...
They still...
In each of... They still do.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. They do. They continue to try to say that the laptop... Well, the New York Times is saying that a lot of that story is not substantiated. What? No, it's all substantiated.
It's all there.
Everybody knows now. It was Hunter's laptop. And Ashley has claimed the diary.
Yeah.
So Amy Harris moved into the former residence of Ashley Biden in Delray Beach, Florida in 2020. Just as Hunter abandoned the laptop containing damning information at a Delaware computer repair shop, Ashley Biden left behind a diary containing troubling allegations that implicated then presidential candidate Joe Biden in possible abuse. So this must have been 1988?
No.
Because she's, what, 40?
Yeah, I don't remember.
In her 40s.
Yeah.
So...
But yeah,
this has got to be old.
No, we're familiar with all of this. The update is that Snopes has now changed their entry.
How about that? Yeah, proven. Snopes updated its fact-check page on the diary, confirming both that the diary belonged to Ashley Biden and that the president's daughter accused him of inappropriate behavior.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's
and they fought
incredible.
a long time before they even, admitted that it was her diary.
Yeah.
No, it's not. No, it's not. And then they went after the lady who found it.
Up until this month.
Incredible.
The Snopes entry indicated that the claim was unproven because the authenticity of the document or the images published by the National File have not been confirmed. Well, they have now.
Yeah, they have.
The fact-checked outfit was compelled to change its tune after Ashley Biden, 42 now, once again confirmed the diary was hers in an April 8th letter to the judge overseeing Harris's case in New York. I am deeply saddened that I even have to write this letter because my personal private journal was stolen and sold for profit. Stolen? It was found where you left it.
You abandoned it.
Yeah. While admitting the document was hers, she attempted to cast doubt on the veracity of her various entries, suggesting they were stream of consciousness thoughts.
Okay.
Was I molested? I think so, she wrote. That's stream of consciousness? That's weird.
Very weird.
Repeatedly, I hear others grossly misinterpret my once private writings and lob false accusations that defame my character and those of the people I love, she added. In one of the more troubling entries in the diary, penned in January 2019, Ashley Biden explores the causes of her sexual trauma and apparent sex addiction.
Yeah, because she was going to a therapist, and she had been, I think, gone to rehab multiple times for alcohol and drugs.
I know it's not the healthiest way to deal with things, but at least it's better than drugs, she wrote. She then indicated that her unchecked sex drive may have been the result of childhood trauma. Hypersexualized at a young age. What is this due to? Was I molested? I think so. I can't remember specifics, but I do remember trauma. I remember not liking the Woolzacks house. I remember somewhat being sexualized with Caroline, her cousin. I remember having sex with friends at a young age. Showers with my dad. In quotes, in parentheses, probably not appropriate. Yeah, Puddin', probably not. Probably not. Doesn't say how old she was at the time. I wish she did.
Again,
being turned on when I wasn't supposed to be. Probably. Is that in relation to the showers, or what is that from?
That's what she's saying, a hypersexualization.
Oh, my gosh.
Well, no, I think all of that is different, separate things. But again,
creepy.
The most religious president of my lifetime. I don't know about you guys, but that's Joe Biden.
Yeah, well, we're a little older than you, but I can't think of a more religious president ever in the history of the country than Joe Robinette Biden. I'm sorry, Joe Robinet Biden.
Wait.
I guess he's French now. He's Frenchy French.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's what I hear.
Weren't you here the other day when he was speaking the French pronunciation of his name?
I think I was, yeah. I'm sorry.
Because he was trying to relate to the French. Okay, when he's with the French, he's French. When he's with the Greeks, he's Greek.
I get confused.
When he's with the blacks, he's black.
I get confused at what nationality he is.
Yeah. Well, last week it was French. This week it's Italian.
Yeah, he's going to be Italian.
He's Italian.
He's got a little Italian in him.
And we know that's true.
Yeah.
Even though he's Irish, he's got some Italian in him or whatever.
Well, he married
unbelievable. Bob Giancopoulos' daughter,
Yes.
something.
I cannot.
I don't know. It's unbelievable.
This guy, man.
The showering with her dad when it was inappropriate, that's creepy.
Stream of consciousness. Don't even worry about it.
Okay. All right, you're right. She said it was stream of
Don't
consciousness.
worry about it.
And she seems to think that we're the ones who are blowing things out of proportion, so far be it from us to worry about her. So she's 42. She was writing that 5 years ago?
Yeah, she was going through...
Weird.
Yeah, I think that was... if I remember... I remember reading all about this where she was going to a therapist and the therapist was having her document
write things down. Yeah. Stream of consciousness.
That's correct.
Coming out of her, that helped a lot.
That's correct.
She's perfectly fine now.
I guess.
She seems to love Daddy. She does seem to get along with Daddy, and she's trying to protect him now from the slings and arrows of her own stupid diary. So, I don't know. I mean, what are we supposed to think when you write that kind of stuff? I'm sorry, that's not stream of consciousness. Showers with Dad? Probably not appropriate. And we're not supposed to think anything about that.
Right.
I mean, if that was Donald Trump.
Oh, my gosh.
Writing about his daughter. Can you imagine?
Trump a hard time for taking pictures with his daughter.
Right. Yep. Man, if he's with Ivanka in the shower and she calls it inappropriate, it's all we'd be talking about for months.
Yeah.
Years. I mean, they would make so much hay with that it would be nonstop.
Well, any of this. I mean, replace Hunter with Junior.
Yeah.
I mean, it's...
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
But things are fine. Everything's just fine. There was a Russian submarine that arrived in Cuba yesterday. Don't even worry about it. Nuclear-powered submarine? Whatever. Don't worry about it. Yeah, they've got some hypersonic missiles on there, but so?
Yeah, they could hit the southern U.S.
It's going through some maneuvers.
They're fast. Okay. And what's your point?
Good stuff.
So we've actually sent our Navy over there to keep an eye on them, to sort of shadow them. Just routine.
Routine, Pat.
That's all that is.
Yeah, and we obviously don't have the photo. As you know, we're still doing artist rendering. There was a picture of the Russian sailors. They were just standing on the sub there. So.
Well, there it is right there.
That's kind of exactly what it looked like.
That's Ivan.
Honestly. Yep, hold on. That's Ivan. Yep.
Yeah, that's Vlad.
Yep.
Steve.
Yes, that's Steve.
Yeah.
Who is this one?
Ralph.
No, wait. Hold on. That's Ralph, and then that's Steve.
Okay. All right.
Okay, and then who's this guy?
And
Shorty Magoo.
And that's Bob.
Oh, Bob.
Shorty Magoo. Mm-hmm. This is a Russian.
Yeah, the Russian Navy.
Shorty
they don't.
Magooski. Sorry. Is that what you meant? There we go. All right, so yeah, everything's fine.
Everything's fine. Don't worry about it.
Hanging out off our coast.
Worry about it.
With a sub. It's not the Cuban Missile Crisis or anything like that. Stop.
No, come on. Can't even believe you brought that up.
And we're still ending up now. Our president is over there discussing how they're going to give more money to Ukraine from money that they, have in some bank account that used to belong to Russia.
Exactly. $50 billion. The G7 has just agreed on how they're going to be tapping into that to spend against Russia
my gosh.
and Ukraine. I mean, we are figuring out every way we could possibly
get them more money.
Start a war.
We're trying.
To start a war. That's what we're doing.
Yeah, exactly.
We're trying.
They are waiting for... Yeah, it's wartime, effectively.
All right, let me take a minute and tell you about our merchandise. If you love the show, you're going to love our merchandise that we have for the show. I think we need to get one of these in the
I was just going to ask you if that's in our merchandise or
somebody sent this to me, but it's kind of anonymous. They didn't say, there was no note. I don't know who sent this.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Jeffy,
I had that made
very
specifically for you.
Straight out of Helena.
Yeah.
Just like straight out of Compton.
I
cool.
mean,
only worse.
Compton laughs.
Helena laughs at Compton.
Yeah,
it's like,
thank you.
That's like being straight out of Disney World. To Helenans,
Yeah, even the gangsta rappers don't go to Helena to shoot their music videos because it's too dangerous.
That's right. So go to shopblazemedia.com today. Check out everything from the I'm cold, it's cold sweaters and T-shirts to our Pat Gray hats and beanies. The throwback Glenn and Pat T-shirt from, a while ago now, and a lot more. And, of course, Glenn and I have known each other now for 36 years. Is that incredible?
Wow. I mean, I'm looking at 25.
25?
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
That's it.
Yeah, because it was like 99, right? Yeah. All kinds of Blaze merchandise right there at your fingertips. Everything from the Blaze Heritage and Blaze Media collections. Jackets, T-shirts, hoodies, socks, mugs. So much there that you're going to love. ShopBlazeMedia.com today. Check out my merchandise and everybody else's from Blaze Media. And use the promo code PAT10. Get 10% off your order. That's ShopBlazeMedia.com. Promo code PAT10.
Pat Gray Unleashed.
Paula Collins is a Democrat candidate for Congress from New York. Here's what she had to say in a recent phone call.
Even if we were to have a resounding blue wave come through, as many of us would like, putting it all back together again after we've gone through this MAGA nightmare.
Mm-hmm.
And re-educating, basically, which that sounds like a rather a re-education camp. I don't think we really want to call it that. I'm sure we
don't call it that.
Just
do it. Don't call it that.
Right. Yeah, we don't want to call it that.
No.
But,
that's what they think about you.
Concentration camps for Republicans. We probably don't want to call them concentration camps, but
that's what they'll be.
That's what they'll be.
Yeah.
Paula Collins is her name, running for Congress out of New York.
Wow.
That's incredible.
Sure is, but
I love it when we catch these people with what they really think.
It's how they think, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It is. And it's what they accuse us of all the time. That's why Biden keeps saying and accusing Trump of becoming a dictator on day one, because that's what he did. And that's what he plans to make even worse in his second term.
Yes.
And so, I mean, the guy's ignoring Supreme Court orders. He's doing anything he wants to do. He couldn't get anything done in Congress because they wanted real reform on the border. So he doesn't wait for them. He just starts making executive orders when he said he couldn't do it, and he did it anyway. Okay, well, whatever. But Trump's the dictator, right? Trump's the one. Oh, okay. It's agonizing.
I don't know if you know this.
I don't know how we make it.
There's an issue on the border.
What, really?
And that's something.
Like, what is the issue?
Needs to be done.
What's the issue on the border?
Apparently, and I haven't seen all the footage. And
Okay.
I don't have any.
Yeah.
I don't have any.
But you're going to make
artist
some
renderings. I'm just
irresponsible
saying-
statement anyway? All right, go ahead.
Wow.
Go ahead. What is it?
You're out on your own. What did you sit back and listen here?
All right.
There are millions of people crossing our border illegally.
The border is dynamic
and not locked down. It's there's an issue. We're letting in terrorists as well.
Yes,
into the country.
That is
we
somewhat of a
literally are
concern.
letting in
Goodness.
terrorists.
Oh gosh, I mean, it was single digits. I think every year under Trump of known terrorists crossing the border, and now we're up into the hundreds. I think
Well, we just had single digits in like one fell swoop the other day where they arrested the 8 suspected terrorists
the
at the border
ISIS guys.
And so, I mean, we've been talking about this for years, but I just read a headline today: arrest of suspected terrorists adds terror fears to open border. Adds terror fears. We've had these terror fears and tried to tell you about it and got shouted down by Democrats repeatedly.
Even Dingleberry from the FBI has been crying.
Oh, there's no terrorism threat at the border. What's your evidence of terrorists? Well, we've got plenty now. We've got plenty.
The ISIS connected guys, those were arrested in the cities.
Yes,
right.
Philadelphia, New York. There was Los Angeles. I mean, that wasn't at the border. They were already here hanging out, having a good time.
True.
I swear.
Probably already planning whatever it is they were going to do.
They said they were having talks. They were all chatting, in however they chat about bomb building.
Oh my gosh!
I don't know if they.
My
I'm not
gosh!
sure if they were on, what app they were chatting on, but
so these are guys from wonderful, splendid people from Tajikistan.
Right.
Yeah.
They're Tajik nationals.
Anyone that's from any Stan country is beautiful.
Yeah, right.
Wonderful,
That's right.
Great.
That's right. And you want them here. You know, we want all the stands here.
You do.
The arrests have renewed scrutiny of the border situation in light of the security risks. Really?
Renewed? Why did we ever not pay attention? We're gonna. You know what? Let's think about that border again, y'all.
How about it? Anybody game to think about the border and maybe do something about it?
I mean, even his, solving of the border with his executive orders or whatever
garbage.
Billy has. It's all BS. It doesn't do anything.
Nothing. Mark Green from Tennessee said, almost weekly we're getting reports that someone with terrorist ties or other major criminal connections has been released into our country by the Biden administration and allowed to roam free for months or even years. Yeah. Such bad actors exploiting our borders used to be the exception. It's quickly becoming the rule under President Biden and now impeached Secretary Mayorkas. I love how they're throwing that in.
Yeah.
It's only a matter of time before one of these individuals connected to a terrorist group is involved in something devastating on U.S. soil, and this administration will be responsible. How much longer will we let this madness continue? It's a good question.
And
as long as this guy's in office, that's how long it'll continue.
And this is what we know. I mean, we have so many. We have so many.
How many don't we know about
this country?
Oh my gosh, yes.
So let's say that the attack happens. What are the chances that this government will blame it on Russia to go ahead and green light
or MAGA
or MAGA? Yeah. Oh boy. Yeah. Take your pick, right?
Yeah.
It depends on how close we are to the election, I guess.
Jeez.
On who they decide to blame.
I mean, Russia's just sitting off the coast, so I don't know that you can blame them for anything.
They're clear out there in Cuba, though. It's 90 miles from our shore.
90 miles.
90 miles.
Yeah.
Get over it.
Pat Gray Unleashed.
Got some tweets here. Manchurian Joe's Banana Republic tweets, the only way they're going to make sure Joe walks in the right direction is to leave a trail of ice cream for him to follow.
Yeah. I don't know that happens. Or that does any good.
Preteen girls. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Just
right?
A disgusting human being.
Mm-hmm. Pathetic. Pace Shock tweets, I'm anxious to see what disaster happens in the next 2 weeks to prevent Joe from debating President Trump. Buckle up.
Oh, yeah.
It's getting late. Getting late in the game.
I know.
I'm starting to think it's going to happen. Really. Patrick Henry Sr. with that picture/artist rendering provided by Via Getty.
Yeah, right here.
Does the Russian Navy always line up according to height?
Sure. I mean, they're really disciplined.
Yeah, they're very disciplined. Yeah.
What's it to
and
you?
Precise. Yeah.
Don't worry about the way other military.
Don't worry.
Russia.
Jeffy's in a mood.
And from Dirty Mule. So when Jeffy takes over as Pope Fatimus, do we think there's going to be more or less of a moral standard? Asking for Joe Biden.
More?
Oh, first of all, we need to make that happen.
Yeah.
And then...
Right. Then we can worry about the moral standards.
Until then...
And what doctrine you're going to...
Don't worry about it, okay? Don't worry about what my doctrine is going to be. Okay.
You're not worried about it now with this current guy. Why would you worry about it with Jeffy?
Thank you. Let's get me in office.
Right?
Let's have that white smoke blowing for me. Let's make that happen.
Exactly. All right. Here's Jeffy with a Fat Five.
All right. Things are not looking good for the Dallas Mavericks. They lost Game 3 of the NBA championship last night, 106-99. So it's looking
at home.
I know,
in Dallas.
I know. I thought they were going to pull it out, and they did not. Man, very sad. Speaking of the NBA, Jerry West died at the age of 86.
Thank you for not using the actual copyrighted logo.
That's a good.
Would have gotten us sued. Appreciate that.
Artist rendering.
They never really gave Jerry credit.
No,
for the old logo. The world knows
in the story where he died. He's the silhouette on the NBA logo.
Yeah,
okay.
Well, we all know that, but I think the closest they came was when Adam Silver said, "Yeah, it sure does look like him," and they gave a wink. But
it was him.
Yeah, of course. We've seen the.
Do they not want to say it because he's white? Is that the deal?
I think they don't want to say it because they don't want to pay him.
Maybe.
I mean, that logo is an international logo,
no kidding,
man.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
Because remember when LeBron wanted to change it to Kobe, and then they were like, "What we have is fine." The person that we don't really know who it belongs to is fine.
Kobe or
that's
Jordan
a lot of money.
would seem to make sense, but
anyway,
a little more current than Jerry West from the 1950s.
That's the logo,
60s.
though. When you see it, it's the NBA.
You do. Yep.
So Jerry West dead at 86. Very sad. No cause of death, though, Keith. So
died suddenly.
I got it.
Died suddenly,
Okay,
prime of
awesome.
life. So what do you think it was?
So
Obviously.
young.
We don't know.
Young.
We don't know.
Tender age of 86. Yeah.
If it was that, they would have said something, though, right, Keith?
Sure.
Whatever. Do you know that?
Don't worry about it.
The guy's a legend, right? I mean, his accomplishments
for sure
are
as a
monstrous
executive, really.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, but I mean, he reached third player in NBA history to reach 25,000 points. All-star every year of his career.
Every year.
Led the Lakers to the NBA Finals 9 times, winning one title, 71-72. Also, 12-time All-NBA selection. NBA Finals MVP as part of a losing team in 1969.
That is incredible.
That's the first year the award was given out, and still the only time it went to a player on a losing team. Part of the NBA's 75th anniversary team. He was a 2-time All-American at West Virginia. Averaged 24.8 points a game. They won the national championship in 1959. Named Final Four Most Outstanding Player despite a loss in the final to Cal. Also teamed with Oscar Robertson to lead the U.S. to a gold medal in Rome in 1960. So of all
against the Russian professionals.
Of all of the accomplishments, he is one of only 3 players that have won a Finals MVP, NCAA Tournament Most Outstanding Player, and an Olympic gold medal.
Wow.
The numbers don't lie.
So you got Jerry
That's
West,
cool.
Magic Johnson,
Yeah. And
Akeem Olajuwon.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't have guessed Akeem, but congratulations. Anyway, rest in peace, Jerry Peace.
Yeah, he's inducted into the Hall of Fame 3 times. Yeah, I heard that.
Look, whether you didn't get it right the first couple of times.
As a player, as a GM, and I think the other one was a member of the Olympic team. So,
okay. Cool.
3 different paths.
More news coming from the Koreas. Tensions are beginning to flow. There's apparently an issue. North Korea is still sending more poop balloons across the border.
Look at that.
Into South Korea.
That's good stuff.
South Korea has announced it's going to...
that's not the actual photo. It's an artist rendering.
I'm glad you pointed that out.
Yeah,
otherwise
we don't want to get sued.
We
that
don't
is
want to
not
have to fight this thing.
the photo that you're seeing on the internet.
South Korea has announced it's going to restart loudspeaker broadcasts of the anti-North Korea messages over the border. This past weekend, North Korea sent another 330 trash and sewage-filled balloons over the border.
Shows that they're a third world nation. If you really want to do some damage, you're sending 30,000 of them.
That's a good point.
Yeah. Come on, 300.
Well, that's been so that makes it over 1,000, though. I think total in the last few weeks anyway. Kim Yo Jong, love her, the powerful sister of North Korean leader Kim Jong-un, said, hey, the resumption of loudspeaker broadcast, that's a prelude to a very dangerous situation, and that South Korea would be subject to an unspecified new counteraction from the North if it continued with this action. Then we had shots fired. The South Korean military said about 20 North Korean troops were involved, but could not determine how many actual crossed the MDL in the DMZ. They did not disclose the number of warning shots. The incident marked the first incident since we had the accidental shooting in 2020. So just another possible war. Gonna have to start.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry.
It's fine. It's fine.
Thank you. For those of you suffering from time blindness, please subscribe to my daily show. Listen whenever and wherever you wish. Chewing the Fat with Jeff Fisher, available wherever you listen to your podcast. And yes, Pat, it's still free.
Oh, wow. Thank you for fighting
now that you bring it up.
Thank you for fighting.
You know what? Now that you bring it up, we need to realize that it really should be a subscriber to my show.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's true.
When listening to the show.
But that's free as well, right? You can subscribe for free.
That's correct.
Yeah. Okay.
That's correct. But, everyone, there's some people out there that are listening to the show, like, say, on a friend's platform.
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
Don't do that. That means you're a freeloader. Nobody likes a freeloader.
No.
Everybody likes free stuff. Nobody likes a freeloader. So if you're listening to Chewing the Fat on someone else's subscription, knock it off.
Stop it. Get your own.
Subscribe. Thank you. Thank you. Don't be a freeloader.
Yeah.
Okay. Right now. Just take care of it. As long as we're in the Koreas, Kia is warning of almost 463,000 of its popular Telluride SUVs in the United States.
I see a lot of those.
Keep them. Yeah, there's a bunch. Keep them parked outside of and away from buildings. Why, you ask?
Why?
Because the front seats could start burning. Now, this is an artist rendering of
that's
a
not the actual
photo. Burning.
Okay.
So I don't.
Just an artist rendering.
Yeah, this is an artist rendering.
So we don't get
of
sued.
the
That
Kia.
looks bad.
All right.
Yeah, it is. It is bad.
Yeah.
The seat control switches.
You know what's really bad is the clear fire like that, like you just presented there. The clear fire is probably the hottest and the quickest burning.
There you go.
No, that's fine. No, I'm not messing with the artist's work. No. The seat control switches on the front power seat of the SUVs can become misaligned and stuck if they're hit hard by something. So if that happens, a small electric motor that moves the seat can run continuously and overheat. So the recall involves 2020 through 2024 Kia Telluride models. They were made for Americans, and they were, designed in California, built in Georgia. They were specifically for Americans, and they sold a lot of them.
They're built in California, made where?
They're designed in California, built in Georgia,
built and named after a Colorado city. That's as American as it gets.
Right.
Three different states. From a Korean country. That's weird, isn't it?
It is.
It's weird.
That is. The problem was first noticed when a customer reported smoke coming from underneath their driver's seat. But hey, no one has been harmed. There's no accidents or injuries as a result of this that has happened.
Back off.
Yeah, just that. Look, they're going to send out a letter next month and let people know they can bring it in for repairs at no cost. So how about you don't worry about it, okay? I love. Now this is different from the recall that they had earlier this year, where the Tellurides, just when they were in park, would just roll away. So
That seems like a problem.
If you look out, but now you got to park it away from the house because it might burn. And if it rolls away, you just look out your side. If you see your car rolling down the street on fire, might be a time for a new car.
Wow.
So be careful out there.
Yeah.
Be careful out there. This story is America, really, here in today's world. A second-grade teacher was arrested for being drunk in class, but she's no longer facing charges because it's not illegal to be drunk and teach. There's no law that says you can't teach drunk. That's why I love America.
What state is this?
Wendy Munson was arrested after teaching her students at New Esther Elementary School in California.
Hopefully she was at least fired.
Well,
perhaps.
Funny you say that, Pat,
Yeah.
because it says here that she wasn't on the website anymore, so she was apparently fired. I would sue for that.
Would you?
Hey,
Why?
what is she? There's no law against what she did.
Well,
You can't
no law
fire me for
against
that.
it. That doesn't mean you can do it at work. Is there a law against drinking here? But if I was on the air drunk, I bet that wouldn't go over well.
No, there's no law.
No, there's no law.
against it. And there's been plenty of times on this network where people have been hammered.
There are
on the air.
standards, howeher.
Are there?
For businesses. Yes. Certain businesses have certain standards. So.
Okay. Just it's not on the website. Mm-hmm. They tested her. I mean, she was twice the legal limit 2 hours after 2 hours after they arrested her. I mean, she was really drunk.
Yeah.
Really drunk.
Not good.
So she'll have her job back next week. Don't worry about it.
Probably.
Today's Chewing the Fat segment, for those of you that aren't drunk and hammered right now, brought to you by Kexi Cookies. Remember, they are simply the best cookie on the planet, and their secret recipes have been in the family for years and are always the highest quality. Kexi Cookies, Kexi.com, KEKSI.com. Good news for next year. Moderna says that its COVID flu combo shot is a winner. The biotech company that became a household name after it developed COVID-19 vaccine says its new shot combines COVID and influenza vaccines into one shot.
Oh, totally.
And it also is more effective than the existing standalone shots. So that's according to late-stage trial data. And so they're going to file for regulatory approval this summer and hope that this shot will be ready for Americans in 2025.
Totally getting that.
Mm-hmm. And surprise, Pfizer and Novavax are also developing combo shots as well. Something to look forward to.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
I represent science.
Absolutely. Well, he has nothing to do with that. Does he?
No.
No, he's gone.
Yeah, he's
I
gone.
don't care about him anymore. Oh, and we have time. Elon posted that both Tesla shareholder resolutions were currently passing last night by wide margins. The voting is over, so it looks like he's going to get his
$56 billion.
Yes,
and they're going to move Tesla to Texas, the corporate headquarters to Texas. So now I read somewhere like Kathleen McCormick was the judge's name. Which said that the package did not meet the standard of a fair price, calling it unfathomable. That was
Tough.
the judge. But I
That's
read
none of your business.
I
it's
agree.
A private business.
I agree.
Butt out.
I agree. So we'll see what Elon says on X, later today. But
as not the actual
this is not
X
the actual
from
X
the
logo, but I don't
actual
want
social media site. Thank goodness, because we'd be sued.
But I will say that I saw where some experts said even if the shareholders do approve the old package, it's not clear that the Delaware court will allow that vote to be effective. And
how can you get in the way of this? It's a private business.
I don't know.
This is not America
madness
anymore.
I mean, is it a lot of money? Yeah. So what? If the shareholders
I agree
vote to give it to him, let him have it.
And by the way, the shareholders voted twice now.
Yeah. And I think they approved it both times.
Yes, they did.
Yes, we did.
Yes, they did.
Yes, we did.
Okay.
So you voted?
I
You voted
voted.
in your... Okay.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
How many shares do you own in Tesla?
Oh, I don't know.
Like 5?
Oh, easy there, Tiger.
One.
From
One.
the beginning, I got in like the 3 splits.
Really?
So,
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
just
you've been there
split
for
again,
3
too.
splits?
Yes, I've been there for 3 splits.
Ooh, nice. Congratulations on
Thank
that.
you.
He's closing up some shops now, though. So
That's
be
okay.
careful. Be careful.
Wow.
I wonder if
he's,
we share.
He's got his,
Oh, there's some issues with Tesla.
and he's got his, his focus is on a few other things.
Well, that's what some of his supporters were saying. That's why they were calling for it not to be approved, his package. I mean, these were people who really supported him before that don't now.
Well, this all started because one guy with like 9 pieces of stock complained.
All of his focus, they say, is now on X and SpaceX.
Yeah.
So what's his deal with X? What is that? Isn't his son even named X or something? They pronounce it differently though, or I don't know. Just weird.
He loves it. He loves X, man.
He's a weird cat.
He loves X. I'm really. He's talking about getting a new X phone too. I'm all for that.
Oh, I'm all for that too.
Oh, an X phone?
Yeah, he has an issue right now with Apple and the whole AI.
Yeah, he's really pissed. He's in a fight with Apple now, so he's going to create his own phone.
Because there's 2 things that are going to end humanity. 1, climate change. 2, AI. So, in the mind of Elon Musk, those are important issues.
Absolutely.
So, good for him, though, man. He puts his money where his mouth is. He puts his company where his beliefs are. That's good.
And what's the judge's deal?
I don't know.
None of your
That's really weird to me.
Business.
Yeah, right. Butt out.
Why didn't you just tell the guy that owned 9 shares of stock?
Shut up.
Did you vote against it? Okay, you lost.
Done.
Have a nice day.
Done. Sorry, I thought you were all about democracy.
Yeah, thank you.
The shareholders vote.
Thank you.
That is direct democracy. Right? So beat it. Scram.
I love that term, by the way. You don't hear that enough. Scram.
Really?
You do
you
not
love it?
hear that enough.
I'm going to bring it back.
I saw a bit the other
Scram
day
back.
where the guy says scram, and I thought I do not hear that enough in my life.
That's a Mo from Three Stooges line right there.
Scram.
Scram, you.
I was telling my kids that, man. Hey, Dad. Scram.
Okay, that's a future bingo square. Just too mucking fun. Scram.
Just scram.
All right. We got more coming up.
Pat Gray Unleashed.
Pat Gray is here on the Blaze Radio Network.
Got some tweets here. Bill Hall tweets, do I really need to tell you that I'm loving those Jeffy graphics?
Yeah,
Well, thank
stuff.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Yeah.
We don't have to pay for them either.
Did he do them himself, or was it a talented relative? Anyway, it's a big treat.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate
Who's
Can you
the
divulge
artist
who the artist
behind
is?
the magic?
I don't know that the
artist.
artist
Chill.
wants to. I don't know that the artist wants to be known.
What were you saying, Chris?
Okay. All right. They're
Chris is chiming in.
kind of flying under the radar, the artist. Okay.
Probably a foreigner.
Liberalism causes truth blindness. I can't help but notice Pat's not producing any artwork. Yeah, I did yesterday. What do you mean? What do you mean?
Yeah, you need to catch up.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I drew the beautiful bull running over the people.
Yeah.
And there was one other too. So, yeah. Plus, I'm busy here. Okay. I'm actually doing things. Jeffy's just sitting over there.
You drew the beautiful Miss Alabama.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. I did draw Miss Alabama.
Was that in overtime?
That took a.
No,
Was it
no,
overtime?
That was here.
No, it was on the show. Main show.
And that used up a whole Sharpie.
It sure did.
It did. It
Wait,
did.
are you
And the
fat
paper.
shaming Miss
No,
Alabama?
I'm just saying it used up a whole Sharpie.
You're fat shaming Miss Alabama.
No.
He can't be because he knows we don't tolerate
A
fat
lot of
shaming
ink
on
was
the show.
used to draw Miss Alabama.
Is that what you were saying?
I think that's what he's saying.
I just
Really?
said you used
It's
up.
because Alabama is such a long word. That's why. And I drew the sash
with
on
the-
her.
Oh, yeah,
That's
you
why.
did drew the sash.
Yeah.
He put Miss. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Anna for Real Tea, Anna Navarro. Biden's the most religious president ever. Biden, I was one of the apostles. No joke.
I bet.
No.
No, he hasn't said that.
No.
Not a joke.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Fury and Energy, are y'all implying the government would engage in a false flag operation to initiate a war? I hope not. That would be such an outrageous claim with absolutely no historical evidence to back it.
When you say you guys, I think Keith is the one that started that.
Yeah, that's because that's what's going to happen. Yes. Yes. It's what's going to happen. I mean,
there was somebody that was just alleging, or not even alleging. I think they entertained. Who was it? Is it the governor? It's the guy who's running for governor in North Carolina, Mark Robinson.
Oh yeah, we got a clip of him. He's great.
Yeah, he was talking about how he thinks the government knew about Pearl Harbor. What an outrageous thought that is!
I mean, that's proven.
It's been almost proven by now that FDR knew in advance about Pearl Harbor.
That something was going to happen.
But he wanted it to happen so that we could enter World War II.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't know. Doesn't seem too outrageous to me.
Certainties in this life. There's death, and there's taxes, and
there's Democrats who are doing skanky things behind the scenes.
Okay, there's that too, and there's also the U.S. government loves fighting wars.
Yeah, but especially when a Democrat's in control. Especially then. Look at all the big, major stinking wars the Democrats have gotten us into.
Right.
Over and over. Democrats started the Civil War. Democrats got us into World War I. Democrats got us into World War II. Democrats got us into Vietnam. I mean, on and on and on. A couple of Republicans got us into Iraq a couple of times and Afghanistan. But mostly, the major wars in this country have been led by progressives. Mostly.
I mean, there's been a couple.
Been a couple. Yeah, there's been a couple.
Where, communism was saved.
Toasty Mitts Politics tweets, Lia Thomas being denied entry into the Olympics yesterday is like being an adult and having your childhood bully take your order at Burger King. So satisfying.
Yeah, that's good. We don't have to worry about Lia Thomas showing up in Paris.
Yeah, thank you. Good.
Yeah. So a judge said,
good.
Yeah, you're a dude.
How dare they say that to her? How dare they? Are they dead sexing her?
In the middle of Pride Month.
Dead gendering her in the middle of Pride Month.
I mean, seriously, of all the times, you stay the ruling until July at least.
Right? All right. Let me take a minute and tell you about preborn. We all love puppies. They're sweet, they're cuddly, they're usually soft and fluffy. But can you imagine pulling puppies out of their mother's womb? Aborting puppies? My gosh. People would go ballistic over that. Why are puppies more protected than babies? Preborn is the nation's leader in protecting the life of the unborn human beings, by introducing babies to their mothers through ultrasounds. A baby's chance at life doubles when the mother is shown the ultrasound. That costs $28. If you could afford a donation to Preborn of $28, it would be so greatly appreciated, and it could save a life. If you can do 144, that's 5 ultrasounds for a really good chance of saving 5 babies. Whatever you can contribute would be greatly appreciated. And then after the baby is born alive, then they go to work helping the mother raise the child with baby formula, baby food, diapers, the emotional support the mother needs, all of those things that are so important. To donate, dial pound 250, say the keyword baby, that's pound 250, keyword baby, or donate securely at preborn.com/Pat.
This is Pat Gray Unleashed.
Remember the tire marks on the pride flag that was painted into the road in Delray Beach, Florida?
It was a travesty.
Oh, my gosh.
Right?
Is that person on death row now, I hope? Is that person on death row?
I don't know about the Delray Beach one. I know that they I don't think they've found the St. Petersburg
I
police.
think they found this person, though, didn't they?
Yeah.
Delray.
And they repainted it.
And then now there's more skid
Look at
marks.
that. Look at that.
2 days later.
Oh
2
my.
days
Oh
later.
my gosh. Look at that.
I
Tire
can't
marks.
believe
On the
roads.
pride, the progressive pride flag.
So hold on.
It's on the road.
Tire marks on a road.
I know.
Yeah.
What a strange place for tire
Weird.
marks. I mean, they want this to happen. They are doing
Have
this to make sure that this happens. That's why they're painting them on roads and crosswalks and stuff. They're just setting up for this faux fury against people.
I don't know what you mean.
What do you mean you don't know what I mean?
I don't know what you mean.
Well, let's explore this.
Okay.
So they're painting on the road.
Yeah.
Because they know that's where tires are.
Right.
And where it's
Where else would they
easiest to
put a
deface
tribute to, pride people?
I don't know, a billboard
Where would
way
they-
up high. A billboard way up high.
The proud people need the tribute on the road, though, and if they don't see it there, they're going to feel like they're discriminated against. We can't have that.
I see.
We can't have that, right?
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
When you're proud of something, don't you paint it on the road?
You bet I do.
Yeah, thank
you
you.
bet I do.
Thank you.
Now, this next video is going to be really tough to watch because it shows 3 felonies being committed by teens in
Yep.
Spokane, Washington.
That's what they're being charged
Watch
with
this.
for these
Look at
skid
this.
marks.
They are not being charged with
Yes,
felonies.
they are.
Yeah, 3
Yes,
felonies.
they are.
Because it's over $1,000.
So it's
They all say that it costs more than
they're,
$1,000.
they're
to
each
repaint.
charged with a felony, first-degree
It
malicious
doesn't look like they're
mischief.
even doing anything, right? I mean, were they trying to put tire marks on it?
Yeah, they were. Absolutely.
Oh, they were?
Yeah.
For leaving
Oh,
scooter
okay.
skid marks
Okay.
on the Pride trans flag.
Have they been put to death yet?
Prosecutors asked for a $15,000 bond.
My
And the company that
gosh.
rents those out, Lime Bike, they're pursuing these teens as well. And that company is now locking up the bikes when they get...
Okay, can we get a grip on
Right?
reality for the love of heaven?
Is that,
Can we get a grip?
Are they the same kids now? There was a news report.
Gosh.
Are these the same kids that
Unreal.
got busted?
Yeah.
There was a news
I'm
report
pretty sure these are the same
where
ones.
they were doing the news report, a live shot. You know, she's saying, "Oh, what a beautiful thing is! We just repainted the pride flag here in downtown." And while she's doing the news report, kids were
Scuffing it up.
I think that's what it was.
behind her.
But
That
did
was
you-
awesome.
But did you understand what I was
if that
referring
was
to?
them, good on them.
Is that company, Lime Bike, now makes it so it's a no-go zone.
Yeah,
so
you can't
as you
ride your-
approach the flag, oh my gosh, the scooter stops.
Yeah, it won't let you go
can't
over it.
go on
I
it
did see
now.
that, yeah. Yeah, I saw that.
I mean, it
Unreal.
just is-
It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable.
But don't
yet
forget
here we
now,
are.
if you deface a
can't take it.
historical statue or tear
Oh,
it
that's
down
fine.
or
Graffiti
burn down
all
a
over
business,
it.
destroy it, yeah, that's
Yep.
fine.
Yep.
But dear Lord, if you ride a scooter over top of a pride flag painted on a freaking road,
Ridiculous.
Don't
Oh my gosh.
tell me we don't live under tyranny in this country. Ask Jay
Yeah.
Sixers,
Yeah, see, they're
who are
doing
rotting
that.
in prison while
just-
Anthony Fauci is making
just
millions.
did it on purpose right there. You could see it.
So,
You could see it.
and come on. Nobody wants anybody discriminated against.
Right.
I don't want that. I don't want anybody to be, I don't want to tell you how to live. You live your life whatever way you want. Have sex with whoever you want. Whatever.
Thank you.
As long as it's legal, I don't care. I don't want to be looking over your shoulder in the bedroom. I don't want to do that. However, don't make me celebrate who you like to have sex with every stinking June. I don't have to.
I mean, they want it more than
And
that.
I don't need to see your pride flags on streets and billboards and everywhere we look now. And I don't need to see Disney doing the pride category where you've got all kinds of LGBTQIA2 plus shows on Disney Plus.
Oh, yeah.
It's gotten so ridiculous. And this is what we said back when they were trying to make gay marriage legal. That wasn't the goal. That was never the goal. This is the goal, to completely change our society, and that's what they've done. That's what the radicals in that movement have done. Now, the rank and file people who are just gay and lesbian, they're not doing that. But these radicals who've had this agenda on their mind the entire time.
Yes.
And we're going to jam this right down the throats of America. And weren't going to stop until they had their way on everything. And until they made us celebrate their sexuality. I'm tired of it. It's got to stop. And I think some people are getting a little sick of it now. You know, that's why less businesses have joined the Pride Month parade online and elsewhere. I mean, we got some pushback last year, and I think that maybe woke some people up. Hey, we don't have to do this, okay? We don't have to.
Right, it's
Are
Pride
they
Month.
celebrating my sexuality?
It's Pride
No.
Month, that's fine.
Right, whatever.
You do you, boo.
If you're proud of it, go ahead. But whatever. I mean, I don't need to hear about it all the time. Do what you want. I'm not saying you shouldn't. But I don't have to celebrate it with you. I don't have to join you. I don't have to do that.
No, you don't, but you do have to go around that pride flag on the road.
I know. I know.
Tracks on that
what if I've got dress shoes on and I accidentally kick it with my heel?
Yeah, you're going to need to
is that a felony and I'm going to be put in prison?
Because they say all the time it costs more than $1,000 to repaint it.
Oh, shut up. Don't repaint it then. How about that?
I think you're going to need to take an alternate route if you're wearing those shoes.
Am I? Okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
please.
In dress shoes, you got to walk around the pride flag on the road.
Matter of fact, you need to
jaywalk.
They would rather you jaywalk than walk across their
jaywalk.
precious flag.
I mean,
did you see the new Star Wars on Disney?
Oh, yeah, it's the gayest thing.
It's the gayest.
Acolyte?
Yeah, it's the gayest thing ever. Is that true?
I don't.
Because that's what the actors
was so forgettable.
The
I don't even
actors
remember.
were in it when they did their press junket. They made a big deal out of it.
It's
Well,
the
of course, it's the gayest Star Wars ever. But I mean, I think that was just their mindset behind it. You know, I have not watched it.
I do remember there being. I don't even remember what it was because I was done with it. The acting is so bad and the story is so stupid that I didn't stick around for the gay plot.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, okay. So you're a gay hater.
Yeah, right. I'm just an acolyte, crappy TV hater.
Again, though, because if that's the case, then we've just ruined. I mean, the whole thing, right? It's just down the drain because we tried to be woke and make it gay, but
but you didn't try to make it good.
Correct.
Why don't you try that?
Right.
Maybe. I don't know, Disney.
Right.
Try to make it good. Give me something compelling. I mean, we all love Star Wars so much. We're rooting for you. We're begging you to give us something good from the Star Wars universe. But they won't.
No.
Because they've got a different agenda now.
We've got to have the robots gay.
Got to have gay robots. We got to have gay characters. The Jedis have to be gay. I don't know.
I mean, I think they're doing to that successful franchise.
Agonizing, man.
What is happening to our country? They are hollowing it out.
Yes.
They are taking
That's right.
advantage of something that's been very successful in the past with a good formula.
Yep.
Freedom, the Star Wars story, and then they're hollowing it out with their own agenda and destroying it right before our eyes.
Yep. Rather than focus on, hey, let's make the greatest Star Wars series that has ever been made. Let's make this better than Mandalorian, which was pretty good.
Pretty good, yeah. Especially
it wasn't
when we have,
great, but it was pretty good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Especially when we have unlimited amount of money.
Yeah. Yeah. And again, when you've got a fan base that wants it, that's willing to forgive so much. I'm willing to forgive the stupid prequel movies if you just give me something good now. How about that? Can you please? The prequel and the sequel movies all sucked. In fact, one of them was so bad it ruined the whole stinking thing for me. I can't even watch it anymore.
Which
it
one
was
is
just
that?
so bad. The stupid one where Luke whines the entire 2.5 hours of the movie. I can't leave this rock. I'm scared. I'm scared. I can't leave. I'm not going to. No, I can't do anything. I'm scared. I'm scared. Brr, I'm cold. I'm cold and scared.
Now, I want to be clear that this is not the actual trailer for the movie.
That's not the actual.
This is just
no. It is the actual dialogue from it, but it's not the actual trailer.
Is it fair to say that Mark Hamill was playing Mark Hamill in that
it is
role
fair to say
instead
it.
of Luke?
And they just wrecked it. I mean, that was like, okay, you've just ruined everything that made this thing cool, and I'm done.
Well, he was cold in The Rock.
He was cold,
Yeah,
right?
that's right.
Right, it was a cold planet, so you can't blame
What do you
him.
want him to do? Warm up and fight?
Yeah!
Oh, you do?
I wanted him to get off his dead butt and go help the cause. How about that? Mr. Jedi Master? How about that?
Yeah, thank you.
All right. Are you tired of costly repairs, on filters and replacing them and all of that stuff? You can say goodbye to that. And nasty home odors and the costly filters with the Eden Pure Thunderstorm. It doesn't have any costly filters or any filters at all, for that matter. It's this is it right here. This is what you see is what you get. You just pop out the plug-in, you stick it in the wall, and you turn it on. And then the O3 molecules come out, and they destroy the odors and the mold and the mildew and everything nasty in your air. It's awesome. You're going to want at least 3 of these. Get the 3-pack today. You'll get $200 off the 3-pack for whole home protection by going to EdenPureDeals.com. Use the discount code PAT3. $200 off. EdenPureDeals.com, discount code PAT3.
Pat Gray Unleashed.
Hey, welcome. Got some tweets here. George Jessel tweets. Isn't that like a comedian from
George
the 50s?
Jessel?
Georgie Jessel?
All I can think of was George Jetson.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. No, but that's close, though. Now that the vote is over, Elon will be focusing on his new perfume line.
About all that's left.
I didn't realize
Well,
that.
everybody's doing that. I saw where Jake Paul is coming out with his new men's line.
No.
And, The Rock has got...
Jake Paul is going to do a scent of some sort?
He's got his men's...
What is it, sweat?
Yes.
My sweat from Jake Paul. Jake Paul. Jake Paul.
Jake Paul, my
I
sweat.
can't wait for that.
I mean, you have what's-his-face doing sausage cologne. And,
Yeah, Johnny Depp.
Yeah, sausage. I wanted to do one bad.
Sausage.
You
need to do sausage. Smell like sausage.
Digging in the dirt and then come up with the sausage. It's all I see when I see the stupid commercial.
Yeah, and you'd smell like breakfast sausage. I think that'd be funny.
Elon sent the company some of his cologne.
Wait, he actually has?
That's right. He did.
Oh,
yeah.
So he's already got a cologne?
Yeah, he sent. I don't know why he sent it to us, but I'll go find it. It's on my old desk.
Yes, he did.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did come up with some kind of stupid cologne as a joke.
That's a joke.
Yeah.
All right.
But I mean, they all do it. The Rock. They all have their own cologne lines now.
Brother, is there a lot of money to be made in that?
Apparently so.
Apparently.
I mean, Rock's deal is with Target. I think Jake Paul has got a deal with Walmart. Yeah, they're going to make some cash.
Wow. All right, Chuck Shazam Bartowski tweets, "Make Scram great again."
Yeah.
I
like that. That's great. Sarah the Band. I mean, those tire marks on the road. We almost died.
Yeah.
I know. It's what we said. We warned you at the beginning. It's hard to watch. Hard to watch. And it was when I nearly vomited when I saw them leave the scuff marks on the pride flag. And just talking about it just about made me barf.
Wow, that's rough.
I threw up a little bit in my mouth.
Maybe we need to stop.
Yeah, we should stop. Arnsnedden tweets, "I bet the paint on the road also makes it slippery and easier to make skid marks."
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's always good when you paint a road yellow.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's a setup.
It is. Bovine Scatology. All this hubbub over a flag changes every 9 seconds. I thought the lefty loons were against state-promoted religion. Yeah, not this kind.
Not if it's there.
Yeah, not if it's there. Yeah, they love climate change religion, and they love the LGBTQIA2+ religion.
Do we have a climate change flag?
We need one. If we don't have one,
we should
look into that.
Yeah, we need to come up with one.
Right? Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Well, you're the artist over there rendering all the time, so why don't you?
I have
come up with
do
one?
people for that.
I think we do have a feel-good video for you today. Former Rhino Speaker of the House, Paul Ryan, was on with Neil Cavuto yesterday. And here's how part of that segment went. You're like this.
A lot of our viewers knew you were coming on, and a lot of them intrinsically dislike you for some reason. They think you're pulling the strings here at Fox. You're part of this anti-Trump, never-Trumper movement. They even equate me with you to say that, all right, they're kindred spirits. And obviously Donald Trump is saying that you should be fired by Rupert Murdoch. When you hear all of that, what do you say?
I've been in politics a long time. I have really thick skin, and frankly,
actually,
I don't think about it.
You're a very thin, fit guy.
Yeah, I don't think about that. I literally don't think about it. No.
Does he ever raise it?
Literally doesn't think
Hey,
about
you're
it.
not popular.
No. Does who raise it with me?
Rupert Murdoch.
No.
Lachlan Murdoch. No.
Why does he have the Eddie Munster thing still going on?
It's just because it's the hair. It's the hair color.
All right.
Free country.
But he's got that triangle that comes down.
It's such an awkward interview.
Yeah, really weird.
Very good seeing you.
Weird.
The former speaker.
Because he's not happy about it.
No.
He does not like
why are
what
you doing
Cavuto
this?
is saying to him.
Why
It's
are
like,
you-
why are you doing this?
Neil?
What kind of traitor are you? I'm a Fox News contributor.
Yeah.
You guys pay me $1.5 million a year to do this. Why are you...
Is that what they pay him for that?
Something like that, yeah. They pay all their contributors like...
Not $1.5 million.
A lot. It starts at like 600,000 or 700,000.
Dear Fox, my name is Jeff Fisher. You can email me at chewingthefat@theblaze.com, and I believe exactly what you believe.
I either love Trump or hate him, depending on what you want me to do.
Whatever show you need me to do.
All right, 888-900-3393. More Pat Gray Unleashed coming up.
This is Pat Gray Unleashed.
I had an important story, and I can't find it in my show prep today, but it was a study that was done. The only thing that made me interested in the story was that the study was conducted by Harvard and Montana Tech.
Okay.
And I'm like, wait.
It's a good pairing.
Harvard in Cambridge, Massachusetts wind up with Montana Tech in Butte, Montana? How'd that happen? I gotta know the etymology
I'm sure that
of
it
that.
tells you in the story. Why don't you read it
didn't.
to us?
I looked for it. It said nothing about it. But amazing. Harvard.
Well,
We're
we're
looking
gonna-
for a partner on this study. How about what about Montana Tech?
But you don't have the story, so we're going to have to take your word for it. I
Yeah,
guess.
you're gonna have to.
Whatever you say.
So-
What was the story about?
You know, I don't
It's
know.
not important.
It's not important.
What was important was the
I just
pairing.
found it.
Right.
If you want me
Oh,
to...
you did find it?
Yeah.
Okay, what is it?
Secret UFO civilization and
That's what it
aliens
is.
could be here on Earth already.
Oh, yes, I did see that.
Harvard
yeah.
scientists say.
Yes!
Oh, look at that.
Harvard and Montana
you get no
Technical
credit?
Institute.
On the headline, Harvard gets top billing.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
see
That
any
sucks.
credit given to
That
Montana
sucks.
Tech.
I'd be pissed if I was Montana
And so
Tech.
then when you click on the story, it says a research paper from Harvard University and Montana Technological University. So you have to click on the story
It's
to
wrong.
get the Montana Tech.
It's wrong.
mentioned.
As prestigious as Montana Tech is,
Right?
Well, they've got
to be second
Hold on.
bananas
If I
to
remember right.
Harvard.
If I remember right, and it was another UFO story, doesn't Montana Tech have like this UFO professor guy?
Oh, wow.
that
I don't
works
know,
there?
but
I think that's it.
let's-
So does Harvard.
Try this
Harvard's
headline.
got a bunch
I think
of
that's
UFO
why
guys.
they teamed up.
Try this headline on, okay?
All right.
Secret UFO civilization aliens
Might
could
already be here.
Could be here already on Earth. Montana Tech University scientists hypothesize.
Yeah.
It has a little less of a punch if you take Harvard out of it, right?
Yeah, it does. Quite a bit.
It almost-
You're like, oh, shut up. It's
Yeah.
from Montana Tech. Shut up.
So that's cool because I
very cool.
think they're running our government. Is
And-
where these aliens are.
Actually, there's some professors at Harvard that are big into the UFO thing that really believe that, that one guy is from Harvard who thought that that. Do you remember the long spacecraft thing? It was. They said it might be a probe from an alien
the
species.
cigar-shaped one?
Yeah. Remember that?
Yeah.
He's from Harvard. So they've got guys at Harvard who really think that there are other civilizations.
I'm not paying attention to a story like that until it's from Montana Tech.
It's funny that you said nobody cares about Montana Tech, because I think the reason that I remember the Montana Tech guy was because I remember beginning to watch a video from Montana Tech and thinking, okay, it's Montana Tech. This guy's living in Montana.
Wow.
Nobody
Thank you.
cares.
I know, right?
And then
sad.
what's this story?
That's sad.
That the Pentagon has a video for 11 years now, a 7-minute long video of a dumbbell shaped
dumbbell shaped UFO
hovered over a logging road or something somewhere.
Canada.
Wow.
Yeah, in Canada.
And we actually have an actual photograph of this?
Sure do. It's right here.
We do. It's an artist rendering of the photograph, because we can't use a photograph. We'd be sued.
It's floating.
So there it is.
There's the ground.
Floating above the ground.
See the logging road? And then that's a truck right there.
Well, obviously.
See that?
Duh.
You have to really zoom in for that. Right
Was
there.
this painted by Van Gogh? Is that who did this?
I can't tell if this is a compliment or if this is a dig, sir. There you go.
It's a rendering.
It's a rendering.
I
Thank
guess
you,
it depends
Jeffrey.
on whether you like Van Gogh paintings or not, because I thought it was Van Gogh.
Anyway, so
It's like a dog biscuit.
It's a biscuit.
On this story, 3 witnesses, including a Pentagon engineer, report they captured electronic evidence of a barbell UFO half the length of a football field that glowed in eerie indigo blue. It gave off so much energy it could have powered a small city.
How do they know that?
I don't know.
How do they know that?
Honestly, I don't know. I was wondering the same thing.
I need a size of the city. You can't just throw some generic small city.
Is it small? Are we talking Butte, Montana?
Right.
Or are we talking...
Where's Harvard Tech? What town is that in? Where's that
Montana Tech? Butte.
I meant Montana Tech.
It's in Butte.
It's in Butte.
Is it in Butte? Okay.
Yeah, it's in Butte.
I thought we established
Maybe 30,000 people-ish? Is that small enough?
Does Butte have 30,000?
Maybe not anymore. At one point, it was the largest city in Montana with over 100,000 residents. But, yeah.
What year was that?
1900-ish.
Okay.
In there somewhere. Right. Around the time my grandpa died there in the mining accident.
The story about the grandpa.
What do you mean?
Oh, here we go.
I want to hear that.
It's a great story.
Your grandfather ran away from your family.
No, he did not.
Yeah,
no, he didn't.
He ran away from the family.
No, he did not.
You've got some revisionist history.
No.
35,000.
He died in the largest mining accident.
Which you can't prove.
In
He just
American
disappeared.
history. All right.
What's with this guy?
I don't know.
Casting
He's a
aspersions
bastard.
on your family.
Right.
35,000 people
35,000.
live in Butte,
Okay.
Montana.
Very close. 5,000 off. All right. Is that Metro Butte? Look up Metro Butte.
There's 35,001 in Metro Butte.
Yeah. Well, if you use the Butte suburbs, I think you're going to find
this is awesome.
It's a much larger city.
This is actually freaking awesome. Hang on. So, Butte Metro is Butte Silverbow.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So
that's the county.
Okay. So when you Google Butte, Montana population, the total number is 35,416.
Okay.
Okay. Then when you type in Metro Butte, the population goes down to 35,300.
It goes down?
What the hell?
That's really weird.
Come on, Google.
That is really
Get it
weird.
together.
That is very weird.
That's awesome.
I mean, if you were to look up the mean streets of Helena.
Oh, maybe that's what's happening.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Straight out of Helena.
Straight.
I think they're listed at about 30 or 32,000.
Yeah,
but
we
if you
looked
look
at
up
that not long
Metro
ago.
Helena, it's about 72,000. Something like that.
Ooh.
Yeah, because if you include the valley, it's just outside the city limits.
A lot of people
don't. They don't.
Here's the thing about Helena's population statistics is that the number is constantly changing. It's going down because there's so much crime on the streets.
Right. There's so many people being murdered on a daily basis that,
Helena, there is no right side of the tracks. That's a good. That should be some town's chamber of commerce.
Should be Helena's.
Yeah.
So Kevin Spacey was on with Piers Morgan, not last night, but the night before. He discussed losing his house.
Really fascinating interview. That Piers did with Kevin.
Watch this.
Where do you live now?
Uh-oh.
Oh, boy. Oh, my. Didn't expect that. Didn't see that coming. Yeah.
Well, it's funny you asked that question.
Yep.
It's funny that you asked that.
Because this week, where I have been living in Baltimore, is being foreclosed on. My house is being sold at auction.
Oh, no.
So I have to go back to Baltimore and put all my things in storage.
Really?
So the answer to that question is I'm not quite sure where I'm going to live now, but I've been in Baltimore for since we started shooting House of Cards there.
So how long is that?
I moved there in 2012.
Started shooting.
So it's been your home for 12 years?
Well, not this particular place, but this place has been my home and Evan and Lucy's home since 2016.
Why is it being foreclosed?
Because I can't pay the bills that I owe.
Why? You made $100 million.
Facing bankruptcy?
Netflix. $100 million. Hello?
Been a couple of times when I thought I was going to file, but we've managed to sort of dodge it, at least as of today.
How much money do you have?
None of your freaking business.
Right?
None.
Good question, though. I like that.
I know.
Just go for it.
Well, I mean, you have some sense of legal bills.
Yeah.
I still owe a lot of legal bills that I have not been able to pay.
You're actually in debt?
Yes.
All right, Piers, we got it.
Do you mind me asking how much you owe?
Oh, my goodness.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
I know.
Going to cry again, see?
It's
substantial.
It's a lot.
Considerable.
Many millions, yes.
Many millions. Oh, boy.
The house itself is many millions.
Yeah,
what are you going to do?
Get back on the horse.
What does that mean?
Yeah, he wants to work.
Get back on the horse.
What horse? What does that mean?
He wants to work.
Now you're
Back on
confusing things here.
Yeah.
Okay, there's no.
What is that
He
horse,
wants to
Judy?
he's begging for work. I love Kevin Spacey.
I know you do.
I do. I love Kevin Spacey.
I know.
And, what happened to him with, what's-his-face, Anthony Rapp allegations is, really bad. I mean, Rapp accused him of things that didn't happen. And
well, he was found not guilty.
That's correct. And but because of the allegations, then there was a landslide of other things that happened. And Kevin has really tried to walk a fine line here of, in this interview he talks about not, like touching people.
He talks about being
nicely.
handsy or something, right?
Yeah. And look, we let Douche Nero do films. It's ridiculous that we don't have Kevin Spacey, one of the best actors of our time, able to work because of these allegations. But on the other hand, when you watch him, I always consider, he's a great actor, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know what the.
So you're questioning maybe that 0 to 60.
I'm questioning the validity of his
because he cried instantly, and then he was instantly fine.
Play the first 5 seconds again here. Because
I didn't watch the beginning, the setup to this.
I bet
don't recall what it was.
I bet there was small talk before the interview started, where he kind of mentioned in passing in the hopes that Piers would ask him this question so he could get back on the horse, right? And so when Piers asks him this question, he was ready for this.
Where do you live now?
Yeah, 0 to 60.
Yeah.
In half a second.
So I bet he mentioned in passing, I'm having to I have to sell my house. I can't afford it anymore. And he was probably hoping Piers would ask him in the interview. And
he's not selling it. I mean, it's foreclosing now, right? He can't make the payment.
Yeah, he said it's going up for auction.
Yeah.
That's not good. That's
the bank doing that.
Yeah. And you're going to get a bargain on that. So, if it's a $10 million house, you're not paying $10 million.
And who doesn't want to live in a $10 million house in Baltimore?
You've never even been to Baltimore, I bet.
He has an apartment.
lived there for 2 years.
I've been to Baltimore.
It's a beautiful, beautiful city.
I've been through Baltimore. Yeah, I've been through Baltimore.
He has a $2.7 million apartment in
Yeah, it was pulled
London.
over by a state trooper in Baltimore, as a matter of fact.
Oh, okay. He has a what now?
A $2.7 million or pounds apartment in London.
Yeah, he'll be okay. I know that he's
Well, he cried.
crying poor.
He cried. What do you
owes
mean?
a bunch of people money.
He doesn't have any money.
Yeah.
He said he's broke.
He's overextended.
Okay, here we go. So here's the Daily Mail headline from today.
All right.
Or yesterday. Let's see. How Kevin Spacey's massive wealth disappeared like a tumbling house of cards. Star who was worth 60 million pounds with a 9 million pound LA estate, 4.7 million pound Baltimore home, and 2.3 million pound London apartment.
Yeah.
Says he now faces bankruptcy.
Okay, if it's 4.7 million pounds, it's what, $5.5 million?
Sure. Yeah.
Something along those lines of today's exchange.
Yeah.
But still.
It's
Still.
And
He's
when
got
he
a
got
lot
the
of
$100 million from Netflix,
But
that was
Jeffy's
for the
right.
whole thing. He created the whole thing. It wasn't just
and it was a
$100
while
million
ago.
for
And he
him.
had to pay some money back, right?
Yes.
31 million.
Yeah.
So, but you're right, though. He goes to court, and this is one of the many things wrong with our judicial system. He goes to court, he proves his innocence, but yet
it costs him all that money.
Yeah, it
the
costs him
legal
everything.
fees,
And Anthony Rapp just made
Loser
it up.
pays.
Oh yeah, Anthony Rapp. I mean, he just made it up.
Wow.
He was. It's been
With lawsuits
proven.
like that, it should be loser pays.
Yeah.
It's been proven.
So go
that-
ahead and bring your lawsuit.
Yeah.
But if you lose it and he's found innocent, I'm sorry, you pay my legal
You'd have a
fees.
lot less, I was going to say frivolous, but
Yes,
a lot
you
less
would.
liars
Yes, you
coming
would.
forward about stuff.
Right. You'd have to be dang serious to bring a lawsuit under those conditions.
And look, he went around, touching people on the set. That's been pretty much proven.
No different than you here.
And he's first of all,
Y'all like it here.
First of all,
if you don't like it, say something. That's my belief.
Immediately,
You don't like
right?
it, say something.
You don't let it linger.
I'll stop.
Okay, I don't like it.
Can we be preemptive in this?
Thank you.
We don't like this
I
at
don't
all.
like it either.
I don't like it.
Don't be touching us.
So just for future reference. All right. So anyway, there's more, right?
Yeah, we got another clip.
He recalls flying on Jeffrey Epstein's plane.
Interesting.
And he tries to walk the line on this too.
Mm-hmm.
In 2015, I started seeing reports online, things on my Twitter account.
Bad acting here, right?
I had flown to this guy, Jeffrey Epstein's island, and I had abused young girls. And I was like, if you'd asked me in 2015, maybe even if you'd asked me in 2002, did I know a guy named Jeffrey Epstein? I probably would have said no. Well, of course, I have since learned who he is. And I have since been able to go back and find out that the airplane that we flew on for this humanitarian mission was owned by Jeffrey Epstein. And to then learn, he was actually on some of those flights. And this Maxwell woman was
What?
on some of those flights.
Come on now. Come on.
I didn't know him.
Listen to this.
I've never spent any time with him. I was with the Clinton Foundation people. That's who I was with.
That's not much
Now,
better.
What I understand is that he didn't start to be investigated until 2005 by authorities in Florida. So here's what I can tell you. This Maxwell woman, she was one of many people that sat down next to me in that throne room. I have
there's
no
photographs
relationship with
of
her.
Jeffrey,
I had no relationship with
Elaine.
him. He's not my friend. I'm not a confidant. I've never spent time with him. And interestingly, I will say this. I was very fortunate that President Clinton introduced me a lot of business leaders in London because he knew I was coming to the Old Vic. And I developed relationships with Robert Earl, Pula Ladobovich.
I love Pula Ladobovich. Don't you
Robert
do it?
Earl, a lot of wonderful people.
Pula
Richard Carey,
Ladobovich is
people
one of my
who
favorite people.
supported the work that we did.
Pula, man, Pula and I,
gave money to us.
Ladobovich.
Do you know who I never asked for anything?
We show up at a
I didn't
dinner.
want to be around this
Pula's
guy
there.
because
it's
I
going
felt
to be
he
a
put
nice
the president
evening.
at risk on that
Okay, I
trip
can't
to
listen to
South
this
Africa.
anymore. What garbage. Wait, you're on the plane with Ghislaine Maxwell and Jeffrey Epstein, and you don't know either one of them. It's just simply
I was there with the foundation to go to Africa.
Well, and don't forget
that's Clinton has said that as well.
And don't forget Ladobovich.
Yeah, Pula. and the whole Ladobovich family was there.
I don't think the whole family was there.
I think they were.
Okay.
I know Pula was there, but Pula rarely flies without the Ladoboviches.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
sounds like the flying of the windows.
Who is Pula Ladobovich? Come on. He says that like, everybody knows Pula. Everybody knows Pula Ladobovich.
Pula is part of the who's who in London.
You know what? Hold on.
I bet you Pula is part of the who's who in London.
I bet that's just a made-up name. He's just throwing names out there to just kind of add to the story.
Us.
Yeah.
Pula Ladobovich?
Yeah. Make it seem like there are totally more people on this plane.
with all sorts of people. Pula Ladobovich.
In actuality, the only person on the plane was him.
I love that. Now, that's awesome. If that's true, that he's just making up names. The plane was packed.
Yeah, I mean, Pula Ladobovich was even there. Yeah, that's great.
No one's gonna fact check him, but
not
the
a
show.
chance.
No, because you can't spell it.
I've been Googling it for the last 5 minutes.
You can't spell it.
There's nothing, man. I'm serious. There's nothing.
All right. Losing presidential candidates have been saying that their election was stolen for decades. Al Gore, Hillary Clinton. Of course, Donald Trump's not the only one. It's been going on for a really long time. That's why we looked into it. Blaze TV's Voter Fraud Exposed: How Elections Can Be Stolen. Use the code VOTERFRAUD at blazeoriginals.com to get $30 off an annual subscription right now. And check this out.
Pat Gray Unleashed.
Trying to get Pula Ladobovich on the phone right now, but again, we're having a hard time spelling the name.
He's busy.
Yeah.
I don't even know if Pula is a male or a female.
No idea.
I just know they have a burner phone, and that's why Chris is having trouble getting in touch.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Right.
Pula.
Well, you can imagine. With all the stuff that was going on with
the Epsteins, huh? You can't imagine.
Yeah. All right. So
you found him yet?
No? I've Googled everything.
Come on, man.
Pula. All right, I gotta find him.
Yeah, you find him. Her.
I'll find Pula.
Poula. I would guess.
Pula. Don't worry about how I spell Pula.
Don't worry about. Okay. I'm just trying to help. I wasn't really worried about it. I was just trying to help you find it so we can give Pula a call. Or any of the Ladoboviches, that you can find online. Representative Wesley Hunt talking about voter ID for blacks.
Yeah, I don't know when this was, but somebody sent this to me. I love this guy, Wesley Hunt. He's awesome.
Sitting with me today is my global entry card, my military ID card, my Texas driver's license.
What?
My Texas license to carry, because that's how we roll in Texas. My congressional card. And, of course, the good old-fashioned American passport.
No. Wait.
What sorcery is this? What am I, the Black Houdini? How was I able to pull off the impossible and attain not one, not two, not three, but 6 government-issue IDs? Personal responsibility in this country.
Huh. So good.
I fought for this country as an Apache helicopter pilot to protect free and fair elections. And having a government-issued ID isn't racist. It's American.
Thank
you. You need to have an ID to drive a car, to check into the airport, open a bank account. You need an ID for basically everything to be a responsible adult in this country.
Yes.
Except for voting, apparently, according to the left. Black America does not need well-meaning liberals putting their arms around us and telling us how we should go to the polls. In fact, if you look at recent headlines and polls, you will find that black men specifically in this country are more fired up than ever to participate in the next presidential election. And I think I know why, and I'm really looking forward to these results. For the record, in the 2022 midterms in Georgia, it proved that election integrity and ballot accessibility can be achieved hand in hand.
Yep.
Yep.
Wow, that was a black man with 6 forms of identification. Wow. How'd that happen?
Did anyone get a close look at those cards? They could have been props for all we know.
That's true.
I mean, seriously.
That's true.
It's incredible. We've said it all along. It's just, it's racist to think.
So
it's
racist that they
to think
don't
that they
have that. Yeah. Come on. They don't know where the DMV is.
Right.
Okay. They don't drive a car because they all need a license for that.
Wesley Hunt.
They don't even believe they can see the internet.
Yeah.
Right. He's the congressman. It's Northwest Houston, like Tomball, Klein area suburbs. Just FYI.
Okay.
Just looking
like him.
up here. Yep.
Like him. I don't know that I've seen him that much.
I think we might have played one clip of him. I'm not sure how long he's been in Congress, but love him every time I've seen him.
Yeah, that was great. That was awesome.
So there.
Pula does not exist.
Doesn't exist.
Does not exist.
Right? It is a filler name to throw us off the path.
There is no Pula.
Ladobovich.
It doesn't exist. I'm sorry, no.
Did you spell it
I've spelled it
P-O-U-L-A?
1,000 different ways, as many ways as I can.
With a L-E-D and L-A-D?
Don't
What
worry
did I
about how
what did
we
I just say?
spelled it.
What did I just
You
say? Thank
Google
you.
it.
Thank you.
I will be Googling it.
Yeah, you will.
After the show.
do it.
All right. We will see you again tomorrow. Also on Overtime coming up.
This is Pat Gray Unleashed.